This is Ricky News Channel. I'm James Menendez. Our top stories.
The Democrat in Joe Biden's way. No, not that one. Representative Josh Gottheimer of New Jersey is threatening to derail the Democrats' carefully laid infrastructure strategy. Here he explains why he's not ready to fold. The biggest roadblock to President Joe Biden's domestic agenda at the moment isn't centrist Senator Joe Manchin or a progressive like Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's a third-term New Jersey Democrat who most Americans have never heard of, Representative Josh Gottheimer. For Democrats to have any hope of passing their transformative $3.5 trillion economic package, a proposal that would mandate paid family leave, universal pre-K, and 2 free years of community college, among other programs, a budget blueprint must first pass through the House. But Gottheimer and his merry band of moderates, 9 in all, are threatening to defeat that measure this week if Speaker Nancy Pelosi doesn't first bring up the bipartisan infrastructure bill that recently passed the Senate. The result is a legislative staring contest with enormous stakes, both politically for the Democratic Party in next year's midterm elections and far more personally for the millions of Americans who would be affected by the bill's passage. With Republicans opposed to the $3.5 trillion bill, Democrats can lose no more than 3 votes in the House. Progressives say Gottheimer is jeopardizing a carefully laid dual-track strategy, whereby the House would pass the infrastructure bill only after the Senate delivers on the rest of Biden's plan later this fall. Gottheimer, however, is pointing his finger right back at the progressives, who have made their own threats to sink the infrastructure bill if they don't get what they want in the broader legislation. They're holding the president's priority hostage, which I don't understand, Gottheimer told me in an interview last week. Pelosi has offered up a compromise by linking both bills closer together in the House, but so far Gottheimer and his colleagues are holding firm. He insists that he's not trying to derail Biden's agenda, and he says he's supportive of the Democratic budget, which would set up a process known as reconciliation allowing the $3.5 trillion bill to bypass a Senate filibuster. Gottheimer just wants the infrastructure bill, itself the product of painstaking negotiations, to be signed into law right away. "We need to get the shovels in the ground now," he told me.